Hello, everyone in Namibia at the Fisheries Observer Agency. We are so grateful and appreciate you taking the time from your busy schedules to attend this OFISH training session. To begin, I would like to outline what we're going to be doing. First, we will start with some introductions, followed by which we will show a few slides explaining OFISH, and we will share our screen and walk through the app and then do two boarding exercises for which you will be using your phone to enter in data and submit a boarding. Bob, the floor is yours. Shiri, would you like to tell us about yourself and why you think that OFISH is important? Mike, could you tell us about yourself and your role with OFISH? And lastly, my name is Karima Sharif, and I've been working with WildAid Marine's program since 2018 as the program manager for Gabon. And I also serve as the purchasing agent and technical advisor for the WildAid Marine team, which consists of the Galapagos, coastal Ecuador, Tanzania, the Bahamas, Palau, and Indonesia. Since February of 2020, when the pandemic was just starting, we started OFISH in collaboration with MongoDB. Next, I would like to address a few housekeeping matters for this training session. You will see that in the middle of the Zoom screen, there is an icon that says chat. You are welcome to write any questions that you have, and we will try our best to address those during the training, but definitely at the end of our presentation. If you would like to raise your hand, next to the end button, there is a reactions icon. If you press on that, you will see an icon for raise hand. So please feel free to do that. This is meant to be an interactive experience. So please give us your feedback. One request that I would like to make is that everybody who is not speaking to mute your microphone to avoid echoing. The mute icon is located in the far left corner of the screen. So now I will share my screen to give you a few slides about Microsoft. Now I will share my screen to give you a brief introduction of what OFISH capabilities are. So now I will share my screen and explain some of the features that OFISH has. Can everyone see the screen that says WildAid OFISH powered by MongoDB? Great. We are pleased to present OFISH, which is powered by MongoDB, and are grateful to all the FOA participants that will be involved in the first trial of OFISH. Your feedback during this beta trial is critical for us to ensure that we are providing the best product possible. We will be requesting that the observers occasionally fill out a survey to tell us a little bit more about their experience. Data collection at sea is essential and challenging. Data is often incomplete, incorrect, lost altogether, and must be transcribed back at the port, especially if it's been written on paper. The OFISH app can be used as a standalone application or integrated with existing record management systems for improving enforcement analysis. The OFISH app ensures that officers can capture and share the data on vessel identity, catch, captain, crew, and more. OFISH can be used as a standalone application or be integrated with existing record management systems. Here are some of the OFISH advantages. Automatically records location time and time of a boarding. When you are at sea, connectivity is often unavailable. The mobile app can be used online or offline. And once a user returns to shore, where the signal is available, the most recent data is synchronized. OFISH app offers a desktop interface with enhanced reporting functionality. The data can be shared with multiple agencies while securing that the data shared is read-only and cannot be modified by another agency. OFISH reduces data entry time with pre-filling drop-down menus and allows you to put in photos and notes. OFISH is also available in multiple languages, and you can change the languages in your settings on the phone. So when you're first downloading the app, many of you may have already done this and seen that you go to the Google Play Store if you have an Android phone, and you go to the early access icon and you install. Once you've installed the OFISH app on your phone, the first screen you're going to see is the login screen. At this point, you will put in your email and temporary password that you can change after the fact. Once you have logged in, the screen will show where your GPS coordinates are on the map. Your latitude and long will be listed at the top of the screen. In the top right-hand corner, you will see the icon that shows red. What that means is that you are not currently logged in as being at sea. So when you go to your officer profile, you can see right here that it says you're currently not at sea. And if it will ask you if you would like to change the status to indicate that you are in fact at sea. And once you push yes, the icon in the corner turns from red to green. So if we were to do a search for a vessel by the name of Shearwater Bay, we see that one boarding has been conducted and the permit number and image of the vessel is listed. You can click on this boarding to see if there were any violations listed. In this particular case, this boarding was logged with a green icon, which means that no violations were found. So once you first enter in the data, you have the basic information as far as the date and the time and the location. The next screen, the tabs at the top indicate you can kind of travel through these icons at the top. So the next screen is the vessel icon. And what you will see here is a pre-fill vessel information from a previous boarding. So all of the information from that previous boarding will pre-fill into this particular boarding. You could either say if the information is not the same, if you have, for instance, different crew members, or if the license number has changed, you can say no or pre-fill. So it will automatically pre-fill the previous information, the name of the vessel, the permit number, the home port, the flag state, and the photographs. And at this point, you will also see that there is an option to enter in the last delivery, the date, the name of the business, the location. The electronic monitoring system on board, whether it's AIS or some sort of video recording, you can enter in that data, which may or may not pertain to fishery observer agency workflow. So we will discuss that later. And you can record all of the names of the crew members, their license numbers. And this pencil in the corner, what that signifies is to either make a note or take a photograph. And when you click on the paperclip, it allows you to enter, to take a picture or to put a note under that crew member's name. So this next page after the crew is the catch. And in this section, you have the activity. Is the boat transiting? Are they fishing? In your case, of course, most of the time it'll be fishing. And then you can specify the type of fishery it is, if it is a ground fish or crab. The menu will show the different choices. And then the type of gear that is being used. If you do not see the gear, you can also use the paperclip to enter in that data, or take a picture or make note. So under species, you will see that the English name is first, the scientific name is second, and the code that is used by the Fisheries Observer Agency. So you can select the type of fish that you are seeing. So for this example, we selected orange roughy, and we put in that there are 89 pounds on board. And we're going to the next screen, which asks if there are any violations. In this particular case, we are seeing that there is a violation, that they are discarding fish or fish products, that they discarded 4 sharks and 3 turtles. So a citation is being issued. In the next screen, the violation shows that there's a photograph and that you can take a picture of what the seizure is. So it moved non-biodegradable material. That's a different slide. So on this screen, you can see that if a citation is issued, then the common practice is to indicate red for the risk color. Multiple violations can be issued to the same vessel. For example, if a captain is all good, however, a crew member has an expired fishing license, you can specify who the citation goes to. And this shows that you can do multiple violations. And at this point, the observer would choose what the risk factor was, and after that, we are going to save aborting. One of the other features that I wanted to highlight in OFISH is that there is a dark mode for patrols that happen at night. You can go back to your officer profile and indicate underneath not at sea, that's where dark mode is. When you toggle that switch over to the right, then it switches over to dark mode. A user can save up to 10 draft boardings on a mobile device, after which the draft boardings can only be modified through the web portal by your administrator. OFISH offers version control by recording all edits and modifications made to a boarding. And the language can be changed in the general settings of your browser on your mobile device. So now I will proceed to do some mock boardings. So please go ahead and pull out your telephone and let's go through this exercise.